Hello, my name is Daniel Joseph Martinez. I'm here at the Museum of Fine Arts Houston for the exhibition Home. I'm standing in front of one of two sculptures I have here. This is called The House America Built. This house is an exact copy of Theodore Kadinsky's cabin, also known as the Unabomber, which is an exact copy of Henry Thoreau's house at Walden's Pond. And what this is both an architectural gesture and to examine domestic terrorism and hypercapitalism in the United States. Theodore Kadinsky, for those of you who don't know, was the Unabomber whom was a mathematical genius, graduated from the top 1/8 of his class at Harvard. After he graduated from Harvard, he got a job at the UC Berkeley in the math department there, and then at a particular moment when this house was originally built in 2004, both Theodore Kadinsky and Martha Stewart were both in prison, federal prison, for crimes that they had committed. Kadinsky lived in a small cabin in Montana, and he, for 18 years, was basically one of the sort of most difficult to find, most difficult to capture domestic terrorists in the United States. He believed that the advent of technology and the direction the technology was moving was in a direction that was not healthy for the country or for human beings. And in fact, what he was protesting against with bombing was exactly what Martha Stewart represented, which was a lifestyle guru sort of selling people a way of living, a way of existing, doilies and marshmallows and cookies, and how do you paint, having colors. And that cabin here is an exact copy of his house, but it's painted with Martha Stewart colors, which comes in different seasons. So she has spring colors, summer colors, fall colors, and winter colors. This particular cabin is painted in fall 2017 colors. The idea was to try to examine both architecture as a form of resistance and simultaneously look at what capitalism does. So if we examine capitalism and we examine what Martha Stewart does, she in a sense turned a direction and embraced a form of capitalism where everything is commodified. Nothing is left untouched. Everything is designed by which to sell you something that you already have, but it's branded by Martha Stewart, so then it's an object that is desirable, it's desired to have in your home. Theodore Kadinsky, on the other hand, believed that we needed to change the direction of society. So when he was originally captured, they believed that he was completely insane. So they picked up the cabin from Montana, and they put it in a semi-truck, and they drove it all the way to the courthouse in Sacramento. The cabin was proof of his insanity. And what's really sort of ironic about that is if the cabin is architectural proof of Kadinsky's insanity, and it's an exact copy of Thoreau's cabin at Walden's Pond, it in then turn means that Thoreau was equally insane living at Walden's Pond when he wrote his book as Theodore Kadinsky was when he was living in Montana sending out mail bombs, and he was killing people. And that's perhaps, I certainly would not suggest that was acceptable or the right way to do his protests, but I think he was protesting the wrong people. But nonetheless, his manifesto, which is very well known, is a very significant document, and it's something that people should read because it's quite a philosophical sort of endeavor. How's that?